Hello there, Virgo. I hope that you're well. Today we're going to be checking into your person that you are in no contact with. We're going to be starting off with some oracle cards, and then we will be taking out some messages to see what this person would say to you. And then we're going to be moving on to tarot. What about Virgo's no contact person? How are they feeling right now towards Virgo? So here we have divine feminine, yin feminine energy. Healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. Running, ghosting, disappearing, and invisible. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. So I believe that they see you as their other half, basically. Here we have divine feminine. And they're supposed to be the divine masculine in this case, but I feel like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if you're the masculine, like they're the feminine, you know, but like what I'm trying to say here is that they see you as their other half, you know. They really believe, I believe that you guys are very different, and your differences help you guys compensate each other, basically. So what I'm getting is that this relationship has been very complicated with this person being pretty much unavailable. And so now with this distance, they are understanding that, you know, them being unavailable is because they wanted to, you know, have control over the situation, and they always wanted to have the upper hand, and they didn't want to get vulnerable because they didn't want to get hurt and all of those things. And so I feel like they are healing all of these aspects, or at least they are bringing these parts of themselves to light, which is not really easy to do. But I feel like it's a little bit of a push and pull kind of situation, because it's never really an easy process to admit, first and foremost, that we have certain lacks and that we have certain issues that we have to address, especially when it's about this, because basically we create a lot of walls around ourselves in order to protect ourselves. And to admit these things would be to lowering those walls, and therefore is like, it feels like allowing the world to hurt us. And so it's just very complicated. It's like, well, if I work on these aspects, then the world will have the opportunity to hurt me. If this happens, I will get hurt inevitably. And so it's very complicated, but I feel like that's what this person wants to do right now. Now let's take some of these cards. Let's see. What about Virgo's no contact situation? How does this person feel towards Virgo? The golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing, which matches with this pride card. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, which matches with this one. Let's see. Karmic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was talking about this person trying to, you know, understand where it is that they went wrong. It could be that this is not even the type of information that they are actively seeking out, but it's like with this distance, without all of this, you know, attachment, so without the triggering aspects, they are, it's like now they have more space in their head to, and in their emotional energy, like in order to receive downloads of a certain type, which talks about all of this. So I feel like this person right now really wants to, you know, move on for now. I believe that in spite of what's going to happen in the future between you guys, this person will always have a special place in their heart for you, because they are not the same person anymore. They entered this relationship being a certain type of person, and now they are completely different. This experience completely changed them from the inside out. And I think that it was the same thing for you as well. It's definitely a two-way thing. It's for the both of you. So no matter what happens, this person will always have a special place for you in their heart. Let's see now. What could this person say to you if they could? I love you. Very direct. My life is not as together as it seems. You and I were too young. Just being near you is intoxicating. I feel like maybe this last card is more about just being near you is intoxicating because I just get that triggered, you know, because it's like you guys are mirrors of each other, right? And, you know, this person really does see, I feel there's a lot of similarities, especially perhaps in qualities and potential. You guys would have made the best couple around if only there was not this karmic aspect in between you, which is also complicated because, you know, you can work on relationships as much as you want, but sometimes it just gets too much. And I don't advocate for breaking up at the smallest of problems, but I understand that sometimes it's just too much. It's too much. There's too resentment. There's too much resentment. There's too much confusion. There's too much. It's an overload, right? It's an overload. This person right now might behave, if there are some narcissistic tendency in this person, right now, I feel like they're trying to overcompensate. They know that they are heartbroken, that they're sad, they know all of that, and they cannot really accept it. So in the times in which they are very, very sad or very frustrated, they go out and God knows what they do. It could be that they post it on their social media, so if you see it, don't you even think for a second that they're happier without you, because they are not. It's just their way to cope. They're not really accepting the fact that they're heartbroken at this level. And so they need to tell themselves stories about how they're not feeling like that. He's like, no, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm not heartbroken over Virgo. I'm fine. I'm just gonna move on with my life. It's fine. Like, I don't need them anyway, or I'm better off alone anyway. No, absolutely not. And so then they just go out and they, you know, do a bunch of shit and they post it or whatever, or you hear from people that they're doing a bunch of stuff, and no, like, that is just all an act. They're trying to convince themselves that they're fine, right? Okay, so let's get rid of these. And let's take the tarot. Let's see what the tarot has for you. All right, so Spirit, what about Virgo's no contact person? Can we get more information? How are they feeling towards Virgo? Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. And at the back of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Oh, wow. This person, they can sense that they're missing out. They can sense that they're missing out. They saw the potential, they felt the potential of you guys being, you know, more than happy together here with this Ten of Cups. It could be that you guys have a family already. Could be that you're co-parenting. And so, you know, they know that this family is all that they ever wanted, whether you already have it or you don't. But it's like they feel as if they cheated themselves out of this because of their immature behavior. Here we have the Knight of Wands. It could be that there was another person involved. If this was the case, you already know about it. I feel like they had a lot of positive intentions towards you, but their problem was with acting, was with actually putting that into practical actions. A lot of empty promises, There was a lot of words, a lot of talk, but very little to no action. And I feel like that has also been a problem in other aspects of their life. So I feel like for now, they are contemplating as to whether or not try and come back and make it work or not, because a lot of water has run under the bridge already. It would be easier to just get with someone else in which the situation is new. The person is new. This new person wouldn't know them the way that you do. So they can create a mask in order to make sure that this person likes them back or whatever. You know them from the inside and out. You know all the positive, all the negative. And it's exactly the negative. You knowing the negative is also something that triggers them a lot. Because for those parts, they do not see themselves as human. They see themselves as just an unlovable piece of flesh that wanders in the world. Meanwhile, you tried to love those parts, but they never really gave you the chance because they were so closed off. So this person knows that they cheated themselves and they're thinking about you a lot. They're thinking about the potential that you guys had a lot. These thoughts, I feel like they come when it's late at night and they're by themselves. Maybe they're by their window looking into whatever view it is that they have. Or just when they're very much lost in thought and they're just like staring at a specific point, like in nothing, like in thin air. They think about all of these things. But then, you know, the ego kicks in and they go and do their stuff. I feel like they can get so lost in thought about what it is that they lost that it gets so overwhelming that then they have to go and do God knows what just to get rid of that feeling. There's also a way of avoiding responsibility. I feel like this person as well, they avoided their responsibility a lot. Their responsibility when it came to the emotional labor of the relationship. And also in the practical, they were not really that great. So for now, I see this person thinking about as to whether to try and come back or not, because there's almost this sense of duty. There's almost this sense of, if I don't end up with Virgo, then who else is there for me? Virgo is perfect for me. Who other am I supposed to end up with? Right? So there's that, and they're indecised about that, and well, I could just go and find someone else where the energy is fresh, it's new, there was not all of this drama, the person doesn't know anything about my flaws. So yeah, so I can actually understand all the frustration that you might be feeling right now. All right, Virgo, thank you very much for being here today. If it made sense, please let me know in the comments, and we're going to be seeing each other next time, okay? Bye-bye.